Hey guys, and welcome to the 7th video in my A to Z jungle series. In this video, we are playing Annie Jungle. This is one that many of you have been very excited about, so I'm very excited to play this game. I have put a couple of games in as Annie Jungle right now, so I have a big idea. I have a decent idea on what I need to do to be successful in this game. Yep. Letting my teammates know that I am actually a proficient Annie Jungle. And we are going to have a blast. So what we're going to be talking about really quickly, let's talk about our runes and masteries really quickly. We have AP Quints, AD Marks, Armor Seals, and AP Glyphs. The only reason that we have 23 AP on this account is due to the fact that I'm running Tier 2 AP runes due to not having them. The reason I'm not on my main at the moment is because I dodged like 3 games trying to get Annie Jungle, and so unfortunately I'm on one of my Smurfs now. So what we're going to be doing this game is we're going to be going to start blue buff, and then after blue buff go to Gromp camp, or yeah, we're going to do blue, Gromp, and Wolf camp, and then we're going to look to either recall or continue to clear depending on how healthy we are. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rushing mobility boots for early gank pressure, either mobility boots or lucidity boots. We'll figure that out depending on how the early game goes. If it's not, if our laners are doing fine, we'll probably go for lucidity boot rush for the mobility. But if our actually looks like we're gonna have to start this game due to the fact that my laners were over here. But if my laners are doing poorly, I'm gonna go for lucidity boots. All right, so we have a Seraphi, so that's pretty awesome. Forget take W at level 2. On all of these, nice. Alright, so make sure to utilize Annie's long-range auto attacks for kiting purposes, but don't let it reset. Oh god. So, one mistake that I made right there is I allowed the buff to get into the bush, and what that does is it makes it so the buff is on a, like, not, I can't auto something that I can't see, so made it so I took an extra hit, and that kind of hurt. So looks like we're not too healthy at the moment. What we're gonna do next is we're going to go for the Wolf camp. After Wolf camp, we'll go ahead and recall and buy boots probably. So we almost have a stun charge up. Go ahead and stun that, kite up a little bit, get a little bit of spins on this Wolf camp. I don't want to smite it, and the reason you don't want to smite it is because we want to make sure you have your smite available for the red buff. One thing I forgot to mention is the runes that the masteries that I'm running. So the masteries that I chose to run this game are 12-18. I have my Keystone Mastery in Thunderlords. Very common and standard Keystone Mastery choice at the moment in the current patch. So it looks like a Rammus ganked mid and Rammus flashed. We'll go for a gank top lane. We're going to take red and then go directly to top lane. Looks like Gragas is actually warding right now, so we might not be able to get this gank off, but we can try it anyways. I'm going to pop my E. The E does damage reflection, so it helps with clears. Use my W to make sure that I get an AoE clear. Fortunately, I didn't get a last hit with my Q. Alright, let's go ahead and rush up the top lane. Looks like Gragas is a little overextended, so we might actually be able to get this gank off anyways, despite the fact that it's warded. He just used his E, so let's go ahead and get this. Get the wither on him, get the wither on him. Nasus, you're out of position, my friend. Like, we're getting chased down. Get him! Alright, cool, sweet. So we did a pretty solid gank there. We almost died, but not quite, and that's all that matters. Because if you die to a lane, you are performing the cardinal sin of jungling. That is the #1 thing that you want to never do when you're jungling. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually go for Lucidity Boots Rush over the Mobility Boots Rush. The reason we want to do this is it gives you 10% cooldown on your summoner spells, as well as giving you 10% cooldown on your actual spells. And that is really, really awesome on Annie. Synergizes really, really well, and it'll help me with my flash cooldown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my Krug camp. After Krug camp, I'm going to go for my Wraith camp, and then I'm going to look to do a gank top or continue farming. So let's go ahead and do that. Double stun, smite. This is the last hit because I'm garbage at this game. And smite, and the reason we smite is to make sure we get the Oracle's buff, which will allow us to see if something is warded. This gank might be a little dangerous, and it looks like it's shoving out to the Gragas at the moment, but the Gragas is now all-inning the Nasus. So we can go ahead and sneak into this bush right here. After the Siege Minion dies, I should be able to sneak into the other bush. Gragas might look to all-in soon, so we're going to be in position for this gank. We got the stun. Make sure we can get the W on him, and another Q. Auto, I have the red buff. Awesome, he's dead. I'm level 5 now. Let's go ahead and help Nasus with this next wave, shove it out to the turret, because Gragas uses TP. And this is kind of something that you want to make sure you do as a jungler, because it's kind of mandatory. Even though you have a Nasus do kind of tax in a sense, the reason you're doing the taxing is to get extra gold, especially since you kind of set yourself behind to get the ganks off that you did. So we got our Stalker's Blade this game, and we are going to sell our Warding Totem for a Sweeper. Our flash will be up in 2 minutes, so we can look for a flash Tibbers play after we take a blue buff. Though we're probably just going to focus on clearing up our bot side jungle and then look for a play afterwards. So far, we're 0-0-2 right now, so doing pretty good on the jungling, the ganking aspect of jungle Annie at the moment. As you can see, her clears aren't the best clears, so that's the main reason I'm focusing more on ganking, because her ganks are fortunately very, very powerful and potent due to the fact that she stuns. Similar to like how you would imagine a roaming support Annie to do, where she would just show up in mid lane and stun your ass, and you're just like, oh no. So we're level 6 now. Look for a gank. We'll go run bot lane right now. Looks like they're getting ganked at the moment, so we might actually, that's 4 people bot, so let's not do that gank actually. Rammus looks like he's caught out of position. Talon's going for the dive. We're going to stun Talon really quickly, get him killed. So we did a solid counter gank there. I got the stun on him, but I don't think I can get much past that, so I'm just going to throw my Tibbers out, have my Tibbers run after them, mess with them. I'm going to go ahead and run out. Oh, looks like Tibbers did not want to go that way, so as soon as my Tibbers expires, we can go ahead and see what the cooldown on my Tibbers is. At the moment, it says that it should be like a 70-second cooldown or something like that. I'm going to save, get my W stun. Thanks, Tibbers. Tibbers helping me with my clears. He's a bro. A brer. He's my bear. Alright, so we are currently a little underleveled by my standards on effective jungling, but we are ahead of the Rammus on the bright side due to the fact that Rammus just died there in a convoluted dive. So let's look really quickly at top lane. We might actually be able to get a gank there, so let's rush over there right now. I'm going to start generating my stun. Talon is rotating at the moment. I'm going to pop my sweeper and engage this guy. Go, 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 go. So that is the Rammus, and Talon is also coming up. So I might be dead here. Take him, not me. All I have to do is... I ran out of mana. Oh no, I ran out of mana. that's unfortunate. If I didn't run out of mana there, that was a did. Whatchamacallit? Gragas. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and build into Runeglaive. I feel like Runeglaive is actually really effective on Annie due to the fact that you use your spells so frequently to stun. And it also helps with regenerating mana, and as you've noticed so far, mana is something that's a little difficult to handle on Annie when you're going for your clears, especially your early clears without blue buff. So, Soraka is getting chased by Trundle. Trundle ain't gonna have none of that. I mean, Soraka ain't gonna have none of that. Go ahead and stun. I messed up. I meant to pop my Q and then my W. Remember, it's kind of critical. It allows you to reduce the damage that she takes significantly when you make sure you use your W for the stun. So, Gragas is actually just pushing up right now. No reason at all. We'll just waddle over here and go ahead and get this gank off. Someone's over here. Stun. The smite. The auto. The last hit. Didn't get the last hit. Come on, Nasus. That was mine. I'm just kidding. Not a big deal. We'll go ahead and help Nasus shove this wave out. Eventually. Or at least I'm gonna tax it with 1 CS. Let me tax that. Thanks, babe. Alright. Give him the heart. The only reason we wanted to do that is because it almost potentially get us to level 8. Nope. I was not in range for that last CS. What we're gonna do here is we are going to go back to the top lane. We aren't actually looking to do another gank in top lane, though the Gragas is not exactly the best at the whole anticipating ganks thing. So I could potentially go to abuse that since he did reset his gold after killing me. So he's not like it's not worth continuing to gank him and continuing to snowball the Nasus. So I might actually go for another gank, but I was originally gonna what my plan was to take the Krug camp and then rotate all the way down to the Gromp and help my bot lane out. But it looks like they're fine, so I'll get in position for a gank in top lane, or potentially even a dive, depending on what occurs. Go ahead and start generating a stun up. So Gragas is fairly aggressive, even against the Nasus for some reason. Looks like he's getting ganked. Go ahead and wait until Gragas uses his ability. Stun him. Throw the Q out. And Rammus ends up getting the kill on me, but that's not a big deal. This is definitely getting Nasus a lot, like I'm giving Nasus a lot of care, so Nasus is gonna get really, really big. And like, honestly, it's not a terrible idea to camp for a Nasus, because if Nasus gets big, he gets very close to unstoppable. Due to the fact that he's a pseudo-infinitely scaling champion, in a sense. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and watch mid lane really quickly, because that was a really sick play with the exhaust. Talon had no idea how to handle that situation. So good job, Lux. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take blue buff, and then after blue buff we'll look to perform a gank somewhere. Our flash will be up in 40 seconds, our Tibbers will be up in 50 seconds, so we'll be able to do a flash Tibbers. We're gonna Q and then we're gonna W. We're gonna make sure that we use our Runeglaive effectively. So I use a spell, I auto. I wait, I use a spell, I auto. I wait up, use a spell, auto. Spell, auto. Spell, auto. Go ahead and smite that just to make sure that's gone. And we'll make sure to use our W here to get an AoE stun. Alright, so we went ahead and picked that up. We'll go ahead and clear up our top side jungle. We're kind of behind the Rammus and CS right now, which is kind of unfortunate due to the fact that I pride myself in being really, really good at my jungle pathing. Unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, it's not very easy to be good at jungle pathing on Annie due to the fact that her clears aren't the greatest. So, go ahead and clear all of these. Clears are definitely significantly easier though with Runeglaive. So let's see, maybe we can do a gank top lane. The Gragas is low, the Nasus is healthy, so we could just go for a quick and easy dive. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll just waddle over here. Hopefully Talon doesn't come and intercept me. Looks like this is a rank 1 Scuttle Crab as well, so I should be looking to do something with that. I'm going to wait right here in case this is warded right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and tibber, so go, 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 go. Alright, so I didn't do that correctly, but went ahead and killed him anyways for free. Didn't have to use my flash. I don't think Rammus thought that one through. He was kind of low, but we got another kill on the Rammus, which is pretty awesome. Holy shit! I saw her too fast, and I thought I could generate enough stacks. That was such a bad flash. I should have just died. No. I don't think Nasus should go for this play here. Okay. Yeah, that was an unfortunate dive. Alright, we'll go ahead and use this opportunity to build a Luden's Echo. Buy a Scrying Orb, and let's buy a Pink Ward for the Talon in future when we go and roam on him. And we'll go over to the top side jungle and then rotate to the bottom side jungle, go for a play with our Tibbers, and then potentially take Dragon. So right now we're 3, 3, and 4. Died a few more than I normally would prefer to die on my junglers, but gotta make do with what you get. I honestly, like, the one thing that I just shouldn't have done there, and something that I really need to emphasize if you're a league player, a lower elo league player who's trying to improve, make sure not to waste your flash unnecessarily. It's a pretty important summoner spell. And using it randomly, like in panic, like I did right there, is really, 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 really bad for you. Because especially on Annie, your flash is really, really important. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Come back to me. Okay, awesome. And let's continue rotating down to the bottom lane. We have a needlessly large drop. This is hopefully going to build into a Luden's Echo. And after Luden's Echo, we're going to go and probably build into a Zonia's. It looks like the enemy team just picked up Rift Herald. Gragas is mid lane, looking to potentially gank Lux. So I don't think much will amount out of that gank. Yep, we got rank 2 Tibbers. Let's see if the Scuttle Crab eventually go for this. Let's shop our Pink Ward right here rather than using it for a gank on the Talon. See what's happening. Bot lane is this is warded. I want to clear the sword. Talon comes for me, I will come and bamboozle. Let's go ahead and roam together. Baraka. Alright, let's get him. Alright, couldn't get quite in range with the ultimate, but it's worth a shot. We have 4 bot side at the moment. Currently out leveling the Rammus, but I think I'm trying to bait the Talon right now. That's why I'm walking over here, because the Talon is right there, right? All right, here we go. Hold. Awesome. Didn't expect the Trundle to come as well, but could have been worse. So it looks like our bot lane is getting engaged down by Rammus. Soraka's trying to keep the Caitlyn alive. But there's only so much you can do when there is a Rammus on your case. 40 gold for my Ludens at the moment. Lux should be able to help out the Soraka here. That's an awesome counter to this dive. I think most of these guys should die here. So awesome drop Lux. And we have our Luden's Echo. That's gonna be our item at the moment. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the blue buff now. And then we're gonna look to do a flash Tibbers play in 40 seconds. So as you can see, like, my ganks, like, aren't too heavily focused on my Tibbers and my flash, though they should be. But I do focus a lot more on, I do like to prioritize, and I really I do like to prioritize my flash cooldown and all of that. I think that is something that's really, really important that you gotta make sure that you do. So, alright, we're gonna go ahead and farm up our jungle. Like, Alan is on the Lux, and that can help out here. Let the Caitlyn get this. Alright, sweet. I didn't see the Talon right there, so that was unfortunate. Should have been paying better attention there. Currently at 70 CS. Remember, the rule that I generally apply to myself when I'm jungling is always be within 20 to 30 CS of your solo laners. Obviously, in this situation, that is not the case at all. I'm not CSing anywhere near as effectively as I should be. That's kind of unfortunate. But we're going to use this opportunity to farm up in the mid lane because I have a wristband that says I'm a jungler and I should tax. So I am going to go ahead and do that. Our next item is going to be Zhonya's Hourglass, and that is to help with the Talon burst.
Are we there yet?
Alright, so we maxed out our W, we have maxed out W, maxed out Q, so that is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and buy an Amplifying Totem and a Cloth Armor, and a Pink Ward for the sole purposes of killing the Talon. Doesn't look like he saw my ward, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate down to the bot lane, because it looks like Talon is potentially going to go for a kill on the Sriracha. Let's see if I can help out here. Looks like Lux got an awesome pick. That's pretty awesome. See if we can catch out these guys. Double. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. We got a double stun though. That was a pretty awesome flash Tibbers. Fortunately for the Rammus, while he might be tanky, he does not have MR at all right now. So I obliterate him. Let's go ahead and use our Tibbers and clear up. Help. Oh, is there a Pink Ward or something like that in there? I don't know what she needed help with, but you do you, Sriracha. You do you. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and purchase a Seeker's Arm Guard, and we'll upgrade this. We'll reduce the cooldown on my summoner spells, and now, like I said, like that's something that's really, really critical on Annie. So hopefully that should give me what, 20% CDR on my summoner spells, I believe.
This way.
At this point, it doesn't really matter how I use my spells. My clears are a lot better now. Gotta make sure that as long as I effectively use my Rune Glaive, I shouldn't run out of mana. Nasus completely obliterated the Rammus up there, so I'm gonna rotate up, see if I can help out the Susan.
An enemy has been slain.
Our range on our Tibbers at the moment. Go ahead and stun. There's no reason for me to use my Tibbers stun. And let us waddle into his jungle. Nasus, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna chase after this guy potentially. Can I catch him? He has 415 movement speed, I have 417. And I got him, but I'm dead. Y'all in me. I didn't expect that. Traded 1 for 1 though, and he used Ignite, I used Tibbers. So I think that's worth it. Alright, so Susan is at 500 stacks right now, 24 minutes. Doing a pretty good job. He might not be doing a Sir Ches level of Nasus at the moment, but that pressure early on definitely helped out and let him get going. He has a 50 CS lead, 60 CS lead actually over the enemy top laner because of the camp. So I am okay with my job done in top lane. Alright, so what else do we need to do here? We are 30 seconds away from having our Tibbers up, and that'll allow us to do a play somewhere. Let's rotate down to the bottom lane. Our blue buff is coming up in 15 seconds, so let's go ahead and pick that up and clear out the bottom side jungle to get some cash monies. We need about 200 gold for a... Oh, actually, it looks like I can't actually afford what I thought I was going to get. I saw the tower going down, so I thought that I could potentially go for my needlessly large rod. That was not the case, though, unfortunately.
Have you seen my bear tippers?
Go ahead and auto that.
Has destroyed a turret.
Well, nice.
An ally has been slain.
50 seconds on my flash. Go ahead and just hang out until my flash is off cooldown. And let's rotate up and clear our topside jungle. We are about 600 gold away from our Zonia's Hourglass. Really expensive item at the moment, in the current meta, or in the current patch. Hopefully at some point it'll get nerfed, but it is a powerful item, so there is no guarantee that that'll happen. I think I can get away with just covering this lane at the moment. 10 seconds on my flash, so I'll be able to make a flashy play whenever that happens. But I'm 300 gold. I'm also 300 gold away from my Zonia's Hourglass, so super excited about that.
Shut down.
Looks like Lux actually just got caught out, so let's go ahead and ping that for our team. Go ahead and get over here. Nasus, let's go. Oh, they're going to bot lane. They're going to try to bamboozle bot. Let's rush there as fast as possible. Get my Zonia's Hourglass. Have my Luden's Echo. So let's go ahead and help bot. Charge up my stun as fast as possible. I'm going to use my E to get the stun up. And we can go for a Flash Tibbers play. Let's try to stay in Fog of War here. And the reason we're doing that is to make sure that we can bait them. Ideally, we'll bait them into a situation, a situation that they might not be interested in. Like right now, they see two people, they might go for a dive. However, if they see me too, they're not going to go for the dive. And I want them to go for the dive, so. It looks like that is not going to be the case. And let's go ahead and see if we can go for a play somewhere. Like Talon is top lane, I'm going to run into the enemy jungle because I can kill anybody on the enemy team at the moment. 1v1 for sure. Let's get our pink ward deep where they won't be able to do anything about it. Hello there. I see someone coming at me. I see people attacking me. I'm gonna get my double tippers out. Hopefully the Racha will get up and help me out here. Have another stun in a second. And I don't think I can get to that, but that's slow on frontal is absurd. Go ahead and dive this guy. It's our guys, I gotta change the speed really quickly. Fortunately, our mid lane and our top laner were all top side. But we tried our best. I should have autoed the Talon, he would have died, but I couldn't get that done. We got a tier 2 turret in top lane for that, and we didn't, there was some exchange for Soraka and myself. It should have been a 1 for 2, but I misplayed. Looks like Talon is now dead, so that's awesome. 2 versus 4 here. So, as for what I need to do, let's see. What I'm gonna have to build is I'm gonna have to build some penetration. That's just really obliterating people right now, so I'm really happy that I camped for his lane. Looks like the enemy team is surrendering. We end the score 6-6-6 because we are the Dark Child. So GG guys. GG, well played. Wasn't the most phenomenal Annie jungle game, but trying to show you that it is possible to play Annie jungle, and she actually isn't that bad. She's actually a pretty decent champion, pretty decent jungler, if I do say so myself. Especially depending on the team comp that you're in. Let's go ahead and look over the stats. So we're 6-6-6. We had a Zonia's Hourglass, a Luden's Echo, a Rune Glaive, and we had 11.5k gold, so we were the third highest gold in this game. 130 CS to the Rammus's 106 CS, though admittedly Rammus is also a champion that doesn't perform the best when it comes to farm. We had 18k damage, so we were the fourth highest damage in the game, the lowest damage dealer on our team, but higher than everybody else on the enemy team. So I feel like we did a pretty decent job this game, and we'll definitely recommend, if you have to play any jungle, it is not, you don't have to dodge. It's something that you can definitely play. So I want to talk about one thing I want to talk about is the next champion that we're going to be doing for our A to Z jungle series is Ashe. So that'll be a blast. And let's try to make sure that we can we're trying to get to 250 subscribers. We're going to do another $25 giveaway in 250. We're currently at 168 as of this video. So pretty close, and once we get to that, we'll do another giveaway. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy, feel free to subscribe. If you are interested in seeing me do live gameplay, feel free to follow my Twitch. And if you want to keep up with updates and all of that, follow my Twitter. All of that will be posted below in the description, Runes and Masteries as well. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!